Last time in this Echo series, we talked about inspiration, sourcing, and mood boards. Today, we're looking at how to generate a prototype from that mood board inspiration. Something you can put in front of stakeholders and actually interact with. If you're new here and not sure what this series is about, check the description below and watch series 1, 2, 3, and 4 to see where we started and where we're headed. As we jump in today, keep an eye out for upcoming episodes on master slides and accessibility, as well as animating the sizzle, where we'll explore the importance of parent-child slides and how to develop sizzle video hooks that grab learners' attention. Okay, let's jump into prototyping. From my previous mood board, I pulled several of these ideas and designed a couple of slides to give the client a preview of what the future module will look like. Before designing the slides, I first make sure the storyline file is set up correctly, starting with the required colors and fonts. As shown here, I imported the full Echo color set and configured the Amazon Ember font, which makes development much more efficient. Now, I must say that sometimes you only have a few colors to work with. In this example, the brand provides just one primary color, and these secondaries, not a lot to work with. It's best to check with the company's marketing team to see if they have additional brand colors or if they allow values to be derived from the core primaries. As you can see here, I derived lighter and darker variations from those two colors and used them to fully populate the theme. And also just know that the theme color setup matters in Articulate Storyline because it controls consistency, speed, and scalability. When they're set up correctly, a single change updates buttons, text, states, and interactions across the entire course. This makes templates easy to reuse and rebrand. One important thing to remember when setting up theme colors in Storyline is accessibility, because these colors need to meet WCAG contrast standards, so text buttons and interactions stay readable for everyone. So that's why I'm saying, guys, just because you've derived extra color values doesn't mean they're usable. You still have to test them. And a good place to do that is the WebAIM contrast checker, and I've added the link in the description below so you can verify everything before locking your palette into your template. Then also, for best font practice in Storyline and web design, keep body text around 16 to 18 pixels, then section headings around 20 to 24, and main titles around 28 to 36, because anything smaller than that starts hurting readability and accessibility, especially on different screen sizes. So yeah, deriving accent colors from the same primary hues isn't a branding violation, it's standard UX practice. As long as everything stays within the same color family, the experience remains on brand while still supporting hover states controls and accessibility. When we look at these slides, I want to demo just two of them as a prototype. When I design layouts, I either grab a screenshot of the mood board and trace over it like a stencil using it as my underlying design template, or I reference it on one screen and transfer the design by eye into my layout. It really pays to have two large monitors, one for the design display and the other for the actual design work. It makes the whole process much easier. So it kind of depends on the workflow in that moment. That's how this one was designed. I used the mood board as a template beneath it and built the layout directly on top of it, as you can see here. Let me show you how I set it up. In fact, let's publish just this one slide so I can give you a better interactive tour, exactly how my client will receive it and interact with it. Let's do that quickly. And since we are going to delve deeper into accessibility, I will ignore this for now. Let's review it. So starting up here, I want to show how this can function as a chatbot and FAQ layer across the entire module. You click here, type your question, hit enter, and get your answer. Then here, the idea is that information is delivered in small, digestible bites, organized into job stories scenarios around how echo bugs get resolved. So when you click, say, Scenario 1, it breaks down into smaller solution paths, 11 in total. The learner is then presented with a roadmap-style infographic where every step is clickable. So my user will click, say, Step 1, and then it opens this demo. I don't want a flat image and text. I want a real-world simulation that shows how an actual user or support rep would diagnose the issue. This is what makes learning effective. And then this demo gets paired with voiceover. And you can even make this demo a testing mode simulation. Same setup, but now the learner has to perform the steps themselves. How cool effective is that? So yeah, I want to show my client how effective this learning will be. It becomes I do, then you do. That's practice in action. This is the prototype interaction I want to show stakeholders. This is level 3 training. Creative multimedia, simulations, practice, activities, and real engagement. Not flat, passive level 1 content with zero interaction. And for anyone new to the learning space, e-learning is typically designed across 4 levels of interactivity. Level 1 is passive, kind of static. Level 2 is limited, but more movement. Level 3 is creative, complex, and more interactive. And finally, level 4 is epic, fully immersive simulations like AR, VR, AI, etc. They range from simple basic to high-end interactive experiences. This is what I mean by level 3. So that is my prototype and how I approach design. As a matter of fact, this chatbot piece alone has huge potential. Let me show you what I'm actually developing. It's going to be like a ChatGPT style chatbot plus FAQ UX system, and in a few weeks I'll show how it functions live. So yep, there's a lot of possibility here in UI UX and in our fun learning experience design space. Okay, that's all for this series, guys. I hope you found lots of useful tips here. Otherwise, if you have any comments, leave them here below. And I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, I'm out, y'all.